welcome to my show, My View Review. I am Arian Al Lami, and in today's episode we will be doing a comparison episode between the two most talked about haunted series of Netflix, The Haunting of the Hill House and The Haunting of the Bly Manor House. Well, I see ever since the season 2 of this haunted house has been released, everyone has been talking about both of them and comparing them. So since the whole world is comparing these two shows, how can I not take my dig in it? So here is my version of the review. Let's get started. So I had not seen the season 1 before. So ever since the season 2 was released, so I binge watched both of the seasons, and oh my god, Mike Flanagan knows how to tell a horror story, man. It's beautifully told for a chicken-hearted like me as well. Like, the horror story is being told in such a nice and loving way that you feel the horror and love with it. Let's talk about the season 1, The Haunting of the Hill House. It shows you the story of a family, and by the end of the season, you feel part of the family. Like, even from the middle, it's such a beautiful family. You can feel their pain and emotion, and what a kind parents they have. I mean, one takeaway that I got from this show was to be more gentle and kind. Like, they were so peaceful. If you look at them, both mom and dad, they are like so peaceful and calm in dealing with situations. Like, I freak out in really small things. I'll be but in that I learned I need to stay more calm. So that was like a great takeaway for me from that show. The season 1 was more scary than season 2, I think. Like, beginning wise. The end of the other ones, towards the last episodes, the other one gets more scary. But the season 1 was thoroughly, like, as soon as you feel like a bit easy, it will just scare you. Like, put you back at your spot. I love the whole story, like, the way they have brought Luke and Nellie in the season 2. I was so glad to see them alive and doing well. Well, Luke still stays alive in the season 1. I was so glad to see his 2 years anniversary of being clean. It's a wonderful journey to see. It's not just like, sometimes you see horror films and they're all just about killing and murdering, or like scaring the hell out of someone, or like torturing the character that's playing it. But this one was like done very gently. I think that's the reason that so many people have fallen in love with this show. Like, the way it's being told is so gentle and sweet. Like, I can't tell enough. I can't recommend enough. Like, if you do not like too much of other horror films, if you watch this one, I think you would like it. It's a completely new way of telling horror stories, and I think Mike Flanagan gets me. Like, I like this way to be told gently stories, like, oh, nice, and whoop. It wasn't just so that way. They had some really scary looking monsters in it and ghosts that are really scary looking, but the story is of the family's trust and love. So these were all and season 2 was a journey of all the strangers who come together and then get to know each other and fell in love with each other and how they get on with it. So both of them had a different flair. So this is the part where I'm doing no spoiler review. So both stories are not linked. Stories are completely different, and the way they have been told is kind of similar. So you would still feel the same love and nourishment when you watch both of them, and they're both very nice series. So now I'm going to start the spoiler part. So if you have not seen them, stop the video now. Don't watch it. I did give some spoil in the first part as well. Oh well, I'm sorry. So in the season 2, Well, I did watch both of them. Like, day I was watching one and the night I was watching one. So my comparison is also going to be that way. I'll be jumping between the two of them. So let's talk about the Bly Manor. Like, Viola's scary story, I'm like a positive person. I don't like sad endings. But I think in terms of the show, the way they ended was the best they could choose. But for me, it's like, okay, Viola loved her daughter. When she saw that kid in the bed and she thought that's her daughter in her brain, so her journey should be fulfilled. Like, okay, you've seen your daughter finish. Which means that her spirit was not bound to just seeing her daughter. But it was more than that. And we see in the beginning, like when she dies, she's locked up inside the box of her clothes. And she wakes and she walks and then she goes back to sleep and she forgets and all thing that going on. And when they throw the box in the water, then I think the box opens and then she takes the box outside instead of being inside the box. And now she's murdering other people and they're keeping them all. What I believe, because she has suffered for the illness for a really long time, that had given her slightly more power than the other spirits that are dying. And like her gravity was more. And so when she gets inside the body of Danny, and that's why Danny knows her whole story. And she tells it to her partner, and then the partner tells it to everyone. I really imagine, like, in my head, I made like slightly different. And what if she has taken out that box and burned it? Would that have freed her soul? Because even now, we still see that Danny's hand is in the last episode, like on the shoulder of her partner, and she's still wearing the ring. And so she's also now haunted, and every night he's coming out but not killing anyone, so she's still there. So would taking out that box and burning it free up everyone? Like, once Viola's magic was over, when she got inside Danny's body, all the other spirits were free to leave Bly Manor, and they left wherever they went. I think by burning the box, maybe everyone would be free. It's just a thought. It's just something that came into my mind when I was watching the series. Season 2 is more about the love stories that someone had commented, like Viola's love was more possessive love towards her daughter and so on. Then the love between the teacher and the help, that is more poisonous love, and then the love between Hannah and the cook is unsaid love, and the love between the Danny and the partner is Jamie. I think the love is true love. So it's the whole story of love. And as they say in season 1 of The Haunting, ghost is not just a ghost, but it is a wish, a regret, a feeling of a guilt. So there is so many other types of the ghost that haunt you, not only just the spirit. And my other thought about the haunted house was, does it occur to anyone that it's like heaven for dead people? Like, if you die, you become young again. Like, we saw the dead become young again, and now he's joined with his family. And all the room is now beautifully decorated and painted and nice. So if you are a dead and you live in a haunted house, you live with your family nicely and happily and have all the positive things. But if you're alive and you get into the haunted house, then you will start hallucinating and they will try to kill you, because like, who are they entering in our house? So now I'll wrap up the whole video. I do liked both of them. Both shows were great in their own ways, and I can't wait for season 3. But since we waited 2 years for Bly Manor, so God knows how long it will take us to see another season. But I thoroughly enjoyed these ones. I would be binge watching lots of other Mike's works that he has done. The director, Mike Flanagan, I think he's a brilliant man. His style of storytelling is brilliant in terms of horror genre. So until the season 3 is released, that's what I will be doing. And I'll keep you posted of my new adventures. And welcome to new subscribers. And to all the existing subscribers, thank you for being there. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, look after yourself and your friends.